You may know people like this. Friends, colleagues, even relatives. They post for almost anything. Bought a new haircut for their dog? Posted. Went out to eat pasta with a friend? Posted. A coffee cup, a sunset, a random smile. Scroll their profiles and you'd think they're the happiest, most social people on earth. Always celebrating, always sharing, always seen. And then, my friend, there's you. You're almost the opposite. You can go months without posting a single thing. You might come home after winning a personal battle and still say nothing online. Your newsfeed stays empty even when life isn't. You keep big moments to yourself. Breakthroughs, losses, changes. You don't feel the urge to announce them. Because of that, people sometimes get the wrong idea. They think you're too quiet, too introverted, not social enough, maybe even boring, like you have nothing to celebrate. But here's the truth. That story isn't even close to reality. Psychology looks at people like you very differently, not as withdrawn, not as invisible, but as people who carry certain rare qualities. Qualities many loud, attention-seeking social media users never develop. In this video, I'll walk you through 5 exclusive traits often found in people who rarely post on social media. Trait number 4 tends to stop people for a moment because it explains something about you that most people have never put into words. Stay till the end and see which ones feel like you. And if this speaks to you, consider subscribing. This channel is for people who understand life a little more quietly. People like you don't live by reactions. You don't check your phone to see who noticed you. You don't count likes to decide whether something mattered. When something good happens, you feel it for yourself first. You don't rush to turn it into a post. You don't need applause to enjoy a moment. This doesn't mean you don't care. It means your sense of worth comes from inside. You know who you are even when no one is watching. You've learned that approval is unstable. It comes and goes. So you don't build your life on it. Because of that, you move differently, calmer, more grounded, less desperate to be seen. They are far away from showing off. And the next trait puts a broader light on this fact. People like you don't feel comfortable turning life into a display. If something good happens, you don't feel the urge to announce it. Not because it isn't important, but because it's yours. You don't post achievements to impress. You don't share moments to prove anything. You've learned that showing off often invites comparison, misunderstanding, and noise. You'd rather let results speak quietly over time. You know that real progress doesn't need an audience, and real happiness doesn't need witnesses. This makes you different. While others rush to be seen, you're busy living. You don't pause moments to capture them. You stay inside them. And that choice, not to perform, leads to something deeper. Because when you stop showing off, you also stop oversharing. Which brings us to the next trait. People like you don't feel the need to explain your life as it's happening. You don't share every step. You don't document every emotion. When something important happens, you let it sit with you first. You process it quietly. You understand it before offering it to anyone else. You've learned that too many opinions can dilute meaning, that once something is shared, it's no longer fully yours. So you keep certain moments close, not because they're fragile, but because they matter. And over time, this habit changes how you move through the world. You stop needing witnesses. You stop needing reactions. You realize you're comfortable living your life without being watched. And this fact motivates me to move to the next trait. Some people feel uneasy when no one is watching. You don't. You can work quietly, grow privately, struggle and succeed without an update. You don't feel invisible just because you're offline. You don't need witnesses to confirm that your life is real. You've learned that being seen doesn't always mean being understood, and being quiet doesn't mean being empty. So you live your life forward, not outward. You don't pause moments to capture them. You stay inside them, and that gives you a kind of freedom most people never experience. But once you stop living for an audience, something else becomes clear. You also stop craving reactions. You stop believing every compliment. You start noticing how shallow most praise really is. And that naturally leads us to the next trait. People like you don't live through a screen. Your attention stays where your life is actually happening. You don't interrupt moments to document them. You don't pause progress to post updates. If something matters, you stay present with it. You've learned that online validation is temporary. It fades fast, but real experiences stay with you. So you invest your time differently, in work, in relationships, in growth that doesn't need proof. You don't need the internet to tell you you're doing fine. You can feel it in your own life. And once your focus stays grounded in reality, another shift happens quietly. You stop looking for validation online. You start trusting where your life is actually going. If these traits felt familiar, there's a reason. They're not random habits. They're patterns shaped by how you think, how you live, and what you value. People who rarely post on social media aren't disconnected. They're often more grounded, more self-aware, more comfortable with themselves. They don't need noise to feel real. They don't need approval to feel secure. They don't need an audience to live a full life. If one of these traits stood out to you, feel free to share it in the comments. Someone reading it might recognize themselves too.